Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So, I'm back. Back again. It's shit. So, look, at my real life is so freaking stressful, and there's times where it's just like, it gets too much, right? And so, in dealing with real life, I don't know how to deal with real life. I mean, I do, but you don't. You don't know what's going to come, like the next day and stuff, right? So, there's a point where, like, one of the ways of how I know how to deal with real life is just take a step back and just, like, you have to, like, put stuff out of your head. You got to put it away, get rid of it, get it out of your presence and shit, and then focus on other things. And so, like, I was overwhelmed, like, with my dad he's really just pushing me to the limits and shit, right? And so, you know, I'm trying to do my Michael Jackson page, and I'm trying to do my sports page of what I do, and then I have to take care of my dad, but then I also have my housework and all of the work revolving around that stuff. Like right now is the springtime, and so I had to do things to get ready for spring and stuff, right? So like yesterday, I had to mop my floor because I had to bug spray the inside and the outside of my house. I had to spray it for the bugs and stuff, right? But so before I did that, I needed to mop my floor. And so in mopping the floor, then I have to vacuum and mop, and then I have to do a lot of other dusting, and I have to oil like the wood tables and stuff. It's like there's like a lot of stuff involved in it and shit, right? So yesterday I got all that done. I got all the mopping and stuff. I got all that cleaned, and then this morning, I woke up early this morning, and I got all the bug spray stuff done, and then I went out and I have to get all the trees trimmed. I've been working on the trees. I have the palm trees. I got the palm trees trimmed the other days. I had the two big trees in the front. I got those all trimmed up, and then so I had to work on the bushes. I still had to get all the bushes trimmed. So this morning I went out and trimmed out 6 bushes. So I trimmed up 6 bushes, did a little bit on the tree to touch it up of what I left behind and stuff. And then the other part is, like, when I do that stuff, the wind blows a lot out here in the desert, so I can't. And when I do stuff, after I do it, I want to get the blower. I have one of those hand blowers, you know. So I want to blow all the stuff off the yard and clean that all up. And then so the weather has just been really incredible out here right now and stuff. The weather, like, this time of the year out in the desert is just beautiful. The weather is incredible. And so the wind wasn't blowing, so things worked out right. So I was able to get all the trees trimmed, and it's like right as I'm getting the bushes trimmed, the wind starts blowing, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, but I got the blower out, and I got the yard cleaned up good and stuff, you know, so I got all that work done and stuff, and so it's like, okay, since I got all that stuff done, now I could put that stuff out of my head, and it's like, okay, now I can focus back on, you know, my normal things that I like to do, which is doing my Michael Jackson page. And see, the other thing is, like, I need to watch videos. In order for me to put videos together, I have to do research, which takes me watching a lot of videos or reading about this and that. And I have to do the same thing over on the sports page channel that I'm doing. I have to watch a lot of what's going on in the sports car community and stuff. And it's just like, it just takes a lot of time. I have just a lot on my plate. And that's what was happening. I was at that point where I was like, I just had so much, like, building up on me. And then so I was like, shh, I'm just going to walk away, because I'm already super satisfied with what I've done on my Michael Jackson page. The work of what's there it's incredible. The videos are there, you know, and then I still don't get people just coming at me, and they keep saying the same stupid stuff. And the point I try and express about with the people, what happens is they don't deal with my work. They just come at me and say, well, this is the story I heard. This is the story I heard. This is the way I think about it. And I'm like, okay, it's like, okay, do you not get? I'm bringing forth new information, and I'm giving new explanations. So you guys have to deal with my work. You can't just come at me and keep yelling, well, this is the story I heard. This is what I heard. So your stuff can't be true because this is what I heard before. This is the way I believe it. I've always believed it this way. So since I believe it this way, your stuff can't be true. And it's like, and they think that that's like debunking my work and dealing with my work. And it's like, look you're not dealing with my work. And it's frustrating. And it's like, deal with my work. Give your opinion about my work. Don't come back at me. Don't watch my video and come back at me saying, well, this is what I heard before. That doesn't work. it just like bugs me that this is like what I have to deal with and stuff, and it's hard to deal with all of that stuff, right? So, okay, so I've been wanting to make this video. I've done it, like, this is one of the things, I've done a little bit of research here to find what's in this video and stuff, but I hadn't made this video yet, right? And so I have to give a credit to, I believe, and so I get mixed up on some of the things people give me credit, but so I believe Kiss Clone is the one who pointed me originally to the Billie Jean Brown, and then I think he told me, I think he also highlighted, he told me, hey, Billie Jean Brown wrote a song at Motown called Here Comes the Judge. So I do think that that's Kiss Clone. But there's also the guy that comes around my page, Hooded Mullet, and see, Hooded Mullet gives me some good information too. But I get him confused and stuff. But one thing also, that James L., he's the one that's done actually the most and stuff. James L. is the one who created the Reddit page and stuff. But James L. has also done research and given me good information also, right? And so just to mention to James L. and stuff is that the other day, because James L., I've told him that I never really nobody ever really comes over talking about his Reddit page. I really don't have many people, you know. Nothing's really much has happened because of that and stuff. But just so to mention is that the Hooded Mullet the other day told me that he found my page from the Reddit page from James L. And, you know, and the Hooded Mullet's the one that found the Billie Jean, the demo number 3, where it says, she says, I am her son, you know, so just stuff like that. It's like, so there is this weird chain of events, things that does happen with other people helping me. And then, like I'm saying, there's other people that hear that and then they come over and they've helped me and stuff. But I don't always understand that that stuff is even taking place and stuff. So I just wanted to highlight that to, you know, to let the people know that come over and do help me and give me information, how much I appreciate that stuff, you know, that, and it really does help, you know. And so this one, like I said, I think this comes from Kiss Clone. This one is super important because what I'm going to show you here is that the Billie Jean, this is the Billie Jean Brown, but that name Billie Jean is at Motown, and the connection with Michael, he would have definitely have known that about this Billie Jean Brown at Motown. And what I'm trying to say is that the Billie Jean, because it's Diana Ross, what he's doing by linking that up is he's trying to show you that Billie Jean is a Motown. And like it says in the song Wanna Be Startin' Something, it says, Billie Jean is always talking when nobody else is talking, telling lies and rubbing shoulders, so they called her mouth a motor. A motor mouth is what I say. It's a motor mouth. That's a mouth of Motown, which is linking back up to Diana Ross. He's trying to convey that the Billie Jean character is associated with Motown. And he put these clues in there and stuff. And that's one of the things is that how this stuff would not be here. It's what I keep saying is like, once I made the discovery that Diana Ross is Billie Jean, then we found, and I didn't even find all this stuff. Other people find it. And why do they find it? Because my story's true. And once you start looking for stuff and you start looking at it in the way of which I tell you, you need to look at it this way. And then you'll see this information starts popping up. And this one thing what I just try to show to the community, it's like, look at, how could I have done this stuff? I made the discovery, but the other people go find this information on their own, and it's there. And look at Billie Jean, when I'm going to show you the importance of this Billie Jean Brown person and being connected to Motown, and I've showed other things how important she is. She's the person who pulled the name out of the Supremes, that actually created, she was a part of creating the name the Supremes, which is, there's Diana Ross, a link. And then she was important as working with Berry Gordy at Motown. Like, she was important, the person is like giving advice to Berry Gordy if he should sell Motown, and there was things like that. It's like, she's a really important person, and with the importance of that person, and I'm showing you that Diana Ross is Billie Jean, and what Michael Jackson is doing with these subtleties of this is he's connecting Diana Ross to Billie Jean at Motown. He's connecting Billie Jean to Motown because he's showing you that Diana Ross is Billie Jean, who's connected to Motown. That's the origin of it. It's not about this random person out there having sex. That's not what the song's actually about. That's a different thing. Like I said also, when you like listen to the song Dirty Diana, and in the song Dirty Diana, he connects it to Billie Jean through his explanation of, in a Rolling Stone magazine, he's telling about what Billie Jeans are, and he says, yeah, they wait at backstage doors for those who, I'm trying to think of which line I have to go back to, but it's like, I know it's related to that line where it says, they wait at backstage doors for those who have prestige. They promise fortune and fame, a life that's so carefree. I think he says they wait at backstage doors. I think that's the UC lines, but he was talking about Billie Jean's, but then that's the sign that's a line from the song Dirty Diana, which he's again linking the Billie Jean to Diana. And it's like, he's constantly doing this, is what he's been doing. And it's one of those things, it's like, I didn't start my page with like this. This is stuff that after we were looking at it this way, all this information was found, and I can show you how the songs link up to each other. And Diana, when he's talking about Billie Jean, well, Billie Jean is Diana Ross being the young gold-digging groupie girl going after Smokey Robinson. So when he's talking about, well, Billie Jean is being a groupie, yeah, but he's also referring to that as being Diana Ross. And what happened to Diana Ross? She got pregnant at 14 years old from a Smokey Robinson who's trying to become a star. And because of that, she had to give the child away, which ended up becoming Michael Jackson. This is why the shit's so important to Michael Jackson. And it's like, when you go back and understand it with the information of what I have and stuff, and you can see, and then you appreciate Michael Jackson as being an artist, because I've always known Michael's an artist. That's why it enabled me to look deeper and have better understanding and think that and understand that I don't understand this, the Billie Jean, just because everybody's always said it's this way. That doesn't mean that that's it. That's the end of story. Once we get more information and we look at it further, I understand Michael Jackson's an artist. He could have done all kinds of things that we didn't see there and stuff, right? And so that's what it's like. All you got to do is understand that Michael's an artist. Why are you to accept one story of what Billie Jean is, which everybody in the world thinks that is? That right there tells you it's not real. If you understand that Michael Jackson's an artist, but you understand that the whole population and public looks at Billie Jean and thinks they have an understanding for it, right there's a contradiction. If like what I keep trying to say to people is like, Michael Jackson's an artist. It's not his job to explain to you what his artwork is. Now, does the Billie Jean character of being a groupie relate also to the Diana Ross of being a groupie? Yeah, and that's why Michael was able to say those things and then let that rumor take place and let it grow on its own. But the real understanding of the song is something much bigger and deeper. It's a larger understanding of what it is. And what this right I want to show you is that Michael Jackson, definitely, there's no way that Michael Jackson doesn't know who this Billie Jean Brown is. And she's at Motown. There's no doubt about it. So here, let me go ahead and get in this. So right here, let me show you. This is a song from Shorty Long called Here Comes the Judge, right? So now I'm going to show you like the more about what this is. So, okay, so track of the week. Okay, so see songwriter, Billie Jean Brown, Frederick Long, and Susan DePass. Okay, so it's not just Billie Jean Brown. There's Susan DePass too, you know. And this is a Tamla song, the Tamla Motown. This is a song that was released on Motown, okay, called "Here Comes the Judge." But now, let me show you the origins of what the song actually where it comes from. So there was this TV show called Laugh-In, and on the Laugh-In, Sammy Davis Jr. plays this character of the judge, and he says, "Here comes the judge, here comes the judge," right? And so this is where it originally started, and then they wrote a song about this, because this is where it originally starts with Sammy Davis Jr.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all waited for. You've been waiting for it, haven't you, Homer? Here is America's favorite judge, the Right Honorable Samuel Davis Jr.
You can testify, but you just can't win, because I'm here to tell you guilty as sin. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge.
Okay, so that's a big comedy show, and what you have to understand is that, first of all, Michael Jackson's in the entertainment business, so the entertainment business is small, but when you're talking about the black entertainment business, that's even a smaller circle of which he's running in, okay? So this is the 60s. There's Sammy Davis Jr. on a show in the 60s as a black entertainer. You're talking about that's a rare occurrence. And that's the kind of thing about like that Diana Ross would have been telling Michael Jackson about the history of black entertainers and stuff. This is the stuff of which when I was saying like that Diana Ross, when Michael's living with Diana Ross, like he says in his book, that Diana Ross would take him out almost every day alone and she would teach him about art and stuff like that. They would go to museums. Okay, but they would be having conversations, and in that conversations, you would have Diana Ross explaining to Michael about the black history and in the entertainment. She would be giving them all this knowledge and stuff, right? And so you know that like Sammy Davis Jr. had to come up in those conversations. So now this is the song that was written by Billie Jean Brown. So you had the Sammy Davis Jr. from that show, and he's playing Here Comes the Judge. So the origin of that Here Comes the Judge comes from Sammy Davis Jr., okay? So now here's the song that they wrote. This is a Motown song, okay? So this song's on Motown, written by Billie Jean Brown.
Hear ye, hear ye, the court's in session, the court's in session. Now here come the judge, here come the judge.
Here comes the judge.
Okay, so they made an actual song. They made a song about, he had the Here Comes the Judge was the Sammy Davis Jr. Then they actually made a song that was published on Motown, which is the singer, the writer of it's Billie Jean Brown. Okay, here comes the judge, here comes the judge, right? So now, here's Michael Jackson. I think this is the first TV show he did with Diana Ross. This was Diana Ross's the Hollywood Palace, that special and stuff. I think this was the first one, and this is, it's definitely really, really early. And one of the things about when I show you about like the Diana Ross when she's the young Diana Ross, you can see like her body. Look at her shoulders and her figure and stuff. And then you look at like how Michael Jackson is, you can see that that's Michael Jackson's body. That's where he gets it from. You look at Diana Ross, like you could see that the frame of Michael Jackson. It's so much more. And this is where Michael Jackson got all his talent. This is where he gets all this knowledge from this personal time, and how Diana Ross is instantly infatuated with him and separated with him from the band. It's because of him and her. It's the Diana Ross and the Michael Jackson connection, because that's her son. So she's just like bringing him and doing everything that she can with him and stuff, right? But then you're going to see this is where Sammy Davis Jr. comes in, and that's what I'm saying. It's like here's Michael in this early stage, and here he is with Sammy Davis Jr. So Michael would have known that Here Comes the Judge. Okay, that was a song. And then Dinah would have said, yeah, that's Billie Jean Brown. She's the one who picked our name out of the hat, the Supremes. She wrote this song called Here Comes the Judge. And the origin of that is Sammy Davis Jr. on that show. That's the kind of conversations they would have been having. So Michael definitely would have been familiar with the name of a Billie Jean at Motown. And if he's familiar with that name, Billie Jean at Motown, he does not call Billie Jean this groupie. He does not give that kind of groupie the credit, and he doesn't name, if she's some groupie that he doesn't like, who's claiming to be that he's the father of her child, if that's the origin of the Billie Jean song, Michael would not name that person Billie Jean. That Billie Jean's directly connected to Motown and actually the history of Motown. So Michael never would have named that groupie Billie Jean unless he's trying to tell you that Billie Jean is connected to Motown, because Billie Jean actually is Diana Ross.
I'd like to bring to you a young man that I met earlier in the show, who I think really makes the stage come to life. Here he is.
See, met earlier in the show. This is like that first appearance together. Look at her body. And look at the way she giggles, just like Michael.
I wasn't introducing you, Michael.
You weren't?
No.
Well, who else do you think makes the stage come to real life besides me and Ed Sullivan?
Hold it. You're beginning to see me, kid. You understand that? Now, I know you're together. You got your number to go on, and you do them moves. Everything's great. And I know, but I happen to know, excuse me, Doc. Can I talk to him just a second? You can have, I'm going to get down here, because you're the shortest cat I know outside of Mickey Rooney. I'm going to tell you something. You can do anything you want to do, but if you turn Jewish, Michael, you're in a lot of trouble.
And there's Sammy Davis Jr. with Diana Ross. That's her special. Who's on the special? There's Sammy Davis Jr. So that's what I'm saying is Michael would have been very familiar with this, like the entertainment history, the Motown history, these people that are really famous and stuff. And there's Sammy Davis Jr. He's the guy who was the original Here Comes the Judge. Then they wrote a song called Here Comes the Judge. Who wrote that song? Billie Jean Brown wrote that song. So there's no way possible I would say with this information that it's fair to say, and like I've also shown you the other stuff, the connections with Billie Jean Brown in other videos, but it's very fair to say that Michael would have been very familiar with that name, Billie Jean Brown. He would have known exactly who she was. And she's at Motown, so Michael would not name this groupie, this infamous groupie, you know? He wouldn't name her Billie Jean. Like what I say is Michael would have never called the song Dirty Diana because it's a derogatory term. And you don't, especially in the black culture, for him to be labeling of a black woman with the prestige, you know, of Diana Ross, to label any song Dirty Diana, which is going to be instantly thought of as about her. And Diana then instantly took that song and she used it as the opening for the concert tour that she started to tour right after that came out. She did her own version of Dirty Diana as the opening song for her concert. It was her HBO special. She used a version of Dirty Diana, which means that she was embracing that song too as her name, Diana. And Michael never would have called her Dirty Diana. And if it was that he was mad because sexual things with Diana, this is the stuff of how I debunk the stuff and show the people that their story's wrong and their understanding is wrong. Because if Michael ever would have actually been mad enough at Diana Ross because she had married, you know, remarried and the Arnie Ness and stuff, because that's what everybody says. Everybody says, oh, Michael was mad that she married Arnie Ness and stuff, right? He was so upset about that. And, you know, and then he calls her Dirty Diana. It's like, well, if he was so mad about that and he did it to the point of where he calls her Dirty Diana, then Diana Ross never would have ended up back in Michael Jackson's will as the guardian of his children. His most precious thing is his children. He's given the kids all the money. That's you know, it's not his biological, technically, children exactly. That's a bigger story and stuff. But they're his kids. Those are the kids that he helped bring into the world, put his names on them and shit, you know, and is representing him. So he never then would have therefore given Diana Ross guardianship over those children and access to that if she had ever done some kind of backstabbing thing to him before. She never could have regained that kind of loyalty to him. But if she's his mother, then all of that stuff, all the stuff giving him away, you know, and marrying the people and not admitting that Michael's her child in public and Michael not being fully accepted by the family, all of that stuff is explained when you understand that Diana is Michael Jackson's real mother. So that's why she ends up back in the will. That's the will thing is like the biggest thing, and that's what I'm saying. That was the actual thing that led me to being able to ask the question after Michael died and that she was in the will. That was what led me to asking the question when I saw Diana Ross in Lady Sings the Blues, where she's looking like this. And when you see her like this, that's what I say. When Lady Sings the Blues, Diana was morphing into Michael. I actually saw Michael. And when you look at her right here, it's like, can you see, look at the whole body, her mannerisms, the way she giggles, the way, it's like, it's Michael. And I saw it. It was shown to me. And that's what got me to ask the question, can Diana Ross be Michael Jackson's mother? And that's what I ask of the people. I say, you just got to get to the point where you can ask the question. You don't have to sit here and say it's true, it's all true. What I'm just trying to get you people to do is you got to take the first baby steps, little babies. That's why I have to treat these fans. It's like, you're babies. I'm trying to get you to stand up. I'm holding your hands. I'm like, come on, little baby, take your first little baby steps. And what is the baby steps of what I'm trying to get you to do? You have to ask the question, can Diana Ross be Michael Jackson's actual mother? Can that be true? If you can't even take the first baby step and just ask the question, then how are you ever going to see the truth? And it's like, dude, baby. And that's why I yell at the fans how stupid. They're like babies. It's like I have to take baby steps with you people. That's ridiculous. Stop thinking about yourself as being a Michael Jackson fan and actually care about Michael Jackson. Start trying to have an understanding of what that man went through, what he was expressing in his artwork, what he expressed in his life experiences with living in Neverland Ranch and calling himself Peter Pan, and what leads him to the pain that was all built up of living him in isolation and becoming a drug addict, which leaves him dead. Start caring. Because you damn Michael Jackson fans that are out there that I've encountered, you damn sure don't fucking care about Michael Jackson.